Hello, welcome to Aapki Khabar. And today's our topic is how to succeed at a job interview. Take it or you miss it. And you are watching our guest today is Shailesh Kukreti. And Shailesh ji is HR personals. He is in the field of HR for the more than 2 decades, and he is head of an organization. So, Shailesh ji, we are
जी
discussing today how to succeed at a job interview because it is the basic problem if anybody is going to crack the interview, and sometimes there is some few lacking, and after that they miss the job. So
yes
our first question is with you. First of all, I would like to thanks for coming in this show. And after that, my question is, what should we do to weigh the approach for a job interview? Key things or techniques to prepare.
okay. First of all, Rajiv ji, thank you for having me on this show. uh, I think this is going to be a great help to youngsters,
Yes,
or even for the people who are well versed and experienced, to know the nuances of what is looked into the interview, how it is taken up, and what are the perspective one should keep in mind.
yes,
Sure. Uh, so Coming back to your question,
yes,
what should we keep in mind? So, is it okay if we can talk in English and Hindi? Because I think the major
yes,
people should be there. Okay. So basically, the question is that when you go for an interview, you should always keep in mind what is the other side of the person looking at. Correct. So I would
yes,
say that. Sorry. So I would say that one should follow 4P principle, right?
yes,
Whenever you are going, just remember these 4P principle. One is preparation, second is presentation, third is punctuality, and fourth is professionalism.
okay,
So ये 4P का अगर आप प्रिंसिपल समझ लेंगे तो आपका half the battle is won, because one has to understand that in today's scenario, when one job posting is there are hundreds of people applying for it. So you cannot be at worst, you have to be at your best. You have to be really prepared. So this 4P principle is very important. When I
mhm,
say uh, for the 4P, first P, that is preparation, I would request everybody who is going for a job interview to go through the website or the portal of the organization.
yes,
Understand their business first of all. Understand its mission, vision, and values. Because at the end of the day, if you have an insight of that, then you are half prepared, because you know where you are landing up to. What are they looking at? Because as we always say, ki, an organization is a group of people who have a collective vision and mission to achieve.
yes,
That is one thing important. So one should always go and and go into the website, look at their balance sheet, look at their products, their services, and then also go into the what a job is requiring. Generally, we shy away from asking job description, but that's an important part. If you don't go through the job description, जेडी जिसको हम लोग बहुत नॉर्मली बोलते हैं भाई, सो होता क्या है कि अक्सर जेडी हम लोग बहुत हल्के से ले लेते हैं, बट अगर उसको आप नॉट एज अ टास्क देखें, उसमें ये देखें कि किस तरह का रोल है. इज इट अ स्ट्रैटेजिक रोल, इज इट अ मैनेजरियल रोल, इज इट एन ऑपरेशनल रोल. तो ये तीन चार लेवल के रोल्स रहते हैं बाय एंड लार्ज, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी एक्सटेंडेड टॉपिक, सो आई विल कीप इट ऑन द 4 पीस. तो आप जेडी से समझें कि उनको टेक्निकल कॉम्पिटेंसी क्या चाहिए और बिहेवियरल एट्रीब्यूट्स क्या चाहिए.
hmm,
दो पार्ट होते हैं किसी भी जॉब फंक्शन के. एक और टेक्निकल, आप बेहतर समझते हैं, आप जर्नलिज्म में हैं तो यू नो कि एक जर्नलिज्म तो चाहिए बट उसके साथ उसका एक व्यक्तित्व भी चाहिए,
definitely,
पर्सनैलिटी पार्ट भी चाहिए, बिहेवियरल पार्ट भी चाहिए. तो ज्यादातर लोग ये बिहेवियरल पार्ट मिस कर देते हैं और टेक्निकल पार्ट में
hmm,
जाते हैं. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड, अगर आपको कॉल आया है तो उन्होंने आपको बाय एंड लार्ज टेक्निकली आपको सुटेबल पाया है. That's why they're calling for your face to face. So that is one thing. First preparation, I'll say always go into the website, look at their products, services, vision, values, culture, and go into the job description detail wise.
Yes.
Again, I'll reiterate, JD means technical as well as what are the behavioral attributes one is looking at. Second is that you have to anticipate the questions which can be there. You know,
Yes.
so आपको anticipate करना पड़ेगा कि इस question इस section से मुझे क्या आने वाला है. ठीक है. Second thing is that you should always have your presentation ready. I would recommend people to carry a presentation of what they have done in their career till date and keep a really handy, presentation with them, 2 3 pages, which they can exhibit what they have achieved, the milestones and other things. Second is that one has to really maintain his body language, his demeanor. आपकी grooming बहुत important है because that's a half an hour session or 45 minutes session होता है. पहले 5 minute में the moment you don't open your mouth, basically before 5 minutes, it's all by your personality. What are you presenting yourself? If you're not properly groomed, you're not. Uh, Suppose, for example, if I'll say, आप सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री में जा रहे हैं, इंटरव्यू देने, और आप वहां बिल्कुल सूटेड बूटेड चले जाएंगे, यू नो बिकॉज सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री इज लिटिल डिफरेंट. भाई अगर आप होटल इंडस्ट्री में जाएंगे और अगर आप बिल्कुल चीनोज में और मतलब कैजुअल में चले जाएंगे, तो बिकॉज इंडस्ट्री का रिक्वायरमेंट अलग है, ग्रूमिंग का, पर्सनालिटी का, तो वो आपको ध्यान देना है. सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट यू हैव टू talk very confidently. You should know your subject, you should know what you're saying, and you should be very eloquent in your speech. Because one thing which is there is that your body language as well as your verbal communication are very important. Because if you can't articulate well, अगर आप अपनी बात समझा नहीं सकते, तो
Obviously.
at various manager levels it's very no, right?
Mhm.
Third thing is the punctuality part. Always be before time. Always be before time, because you never know, in the metro cities and all, you get stuck, and that's the worst thing any interviewer will appreciate. He will never appreciate, because the time is value. Time is value. So that is very important. And fourth and important part is professionalism. Always maintain that professionalism. When I say professionalism, means that you need to be a professional when you meet or greet even the receptionist. The moment they say that how you treat the last man tells a lot about you. So आपका जो reception से लेके whom so you meet, please maintain your good manners and courtesy and extend everything, because that's also a long way to go, because you never know what
Yes.
people convey. So those 4 P's, I'll say, basically are important. Rest, there are a lot of minute things, we can take it sometime else later,
Yes.
but
Yes.
4 P's, please take care of that.
uh, I would like to, in detail, I would like to tell all the viewers of Aapki Khabar. Our guest is Mr. Greti. He is the professional of human resources practitioner with 20 years of experience. So watch this program very carefully, and uh, all the topics he is telling, you should note down. And he is the expert in performance management system, PMS, talent acquisition, talent management, HR strategy, training, employee engagement, competency. So he has the experience more than 20 years, and he has worked a lot of in the lot of field, basically in the field of HR. So when you are going for the interview, you have to study, you have to find out where you are going and what you are going to do there, and you have to complete research and watch this program again and again. Note down all the topics he is explaining, because he has the experience more than 2 decades. So, this is the gist of all he has done in the 20 years, more than 20 years. Watch this carefully, watch this again and again, follow all the topics, and please continue.
Yes, Rajiv ji, what's your next question? I think I've addressed the first
Yes.
one.
My next question is, what are the main reason because of which a candidate or job applicant fails to clear an interviews? Many fails when go for the interview, they fails. What the main reason?
That's a very wonderful question, Rajiv ji, you have asked, because as they say, success has many fathers and failures is, often. है ना? So ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि क्या नहीं करना चाहिए या क्या, what are the reasons where people get derailed, where the train get derailed, because opportunity is one. So there
Hmm.
are basically four major, अगर आप empirical studies की बात करेंगे,
Hmm.
applied psychology की बात करेंगे, तो उसमें ये समझ में आता है कि there are four broad regions. One is poor communication skills.
Hmm.
That's the prime one. You may be very good in technical, but if you are not able to articulate, communicate across, it's very difficult. Second
Yeah.
is many people go with an idea that they know it all and they have a relevant experience, but on a when they come to the job or table, they find themselves that they are not having that relevant skills which they think they had, but the company is looking because things are moving very fast. If you see, it's a very volatile world. You have to upskill yourself. So अगर market में जो चीजें नहीं आ रही हैं आपको उससे अपडेट रखना पड़ेगा. So second thing is your irrelevant experience or not relevant. Then the third major issue is cultural fit.
Yes.
This is where major people who are very good in communication, very good in technical skill, but a cultural fit may, I have seen many in my career. We say this guy is good, talks well, makes sense, but then यार he'll not fit in our culture. ये हमारे culture में नहीं बैठेगा. अब
Hmm.
वो बात समझ में नहीं आती कि भाई culture का मतलब क्या है. So so वो culture समझना organization का,
Yes.
industry का, वो बहुत जरूरी है. तो कल्चर फिट होता है. और चौथा जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कारण एक और है वो है ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस.
Yes.
है ना?
Hmm.
Over confidence, sometimes I know it all kind of a thing, because you will agree to me that we all are students, we all are learning. The moment I say I know it all, it's gone.
Hmm.
So these are the four things. First, poor communication skills. Second, a person thinks he has relevant skill set, experience, he doesn't have. Third is that cultural fit issue, he doesn't understand the culture part. you know I'll give an example. People ask you situational questions like interviews में लोग बोलते हैं कि एक सिचुएशन बताते हैं आपको, उसे बोलते हैं सिचुएशन जजमेंट टेस्ट बोलते हैं जनरली. सामने वाले को समझ में नहीं आता, एक सिचुएशन देते हैं, पूछते हैं कि कैसे क्या करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई टेक यू टू माई लास्ट कंपनी टाटा पावर. व्हेन आई वाज विद टाटा पावर, सो उनके वैल्यूज क्या थे कल्चर में? केयर, ट्रस्ट, इंटीग्रिटी. सो अब अगर एक सामने कैंडिडेट है, टेक्निकली बहुत अच्छा है, करने हम पूछते हैं यार अबाउट ट्रस्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, केयर के बारे में पूछते हैं, and if he is not aligned, then no company will take him because his basic value is not there of the organization. There's nothing wrong with the candidate, but it's a misalignment with the culture part. He may be good for somewhere else, but not for that. So the important part है culture का, और over confidence तो कभी नहीं होना चाहिए. Yeah, four reasons
Yes.
ये है.
And my next question is, what are the latest psychometric tools organization are using nowadays as a part of selection process? What do they measure?
Oh, that's again, wonderful question, I'll say, because one has to understand that things are changing fast.
Yes.
We are not in the same measure. When we started 25 years back, things were on a paper, pen, and things were. But now, uh, companies cannot afford a wrong, person in the right place. So
Okay.
why they are using these psychometric tools? Because they want to be absolutely or largely sure that 90% they're getting the right people. And psychometric tools are certain tools which you can't मतलब आप उसको cheat नहीं कर सकते, इतने अच्छे अच्छे टेस्ट है. So a lot of investment has happened. So they want a right candidate. So I'll just give you an example. One is there are three major kind of psychometric tools which all the good industries are using. One is your Korn Ferry 4 dimensional. Second is your Thomas profile ka disc, that is personal profile, and third is Hogan. So these are the major tools which tells your personality profile with relation to the job you are there. Suppose if you want to
Hmm.
hire a HOD level person, so we will administer him the leadership assessment tool or Hogan tools or disc profile, whatever, so that we see that how near are those attributes of the personality which is required to complete a job.
Hmm.
So these are the three major tools which the industries are using, and they are very, very good tools. They give
Yes.
you inside out to around 95% accuracy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is also important because this is my next question. First impression is the last impression. It is always told. And what are the grooming tips?
Yes. So as first impression is the last impression, as they have said, is right because uh, if I ask you that there are 10 people in a room, equally talented, equally qualified, equally good, but one thing which stands out is the persona part, the
Hmm.
personality part, the that is the differentiator.
Hmm.
अगर सब चीज बराबर है,
जी.
क्वालिफिकेशन, IQ, वाईक्यू, जो डिफरेंशिएटर होगा वो पर्सनालिटी का होगा, वो आपकी ग्रूमिंग का होगा, वो आपके हाउ यू वॉक, हाउ यू टॉक, हाउ यू प्रेजेंट योरसेल्फ, यू नो सो वो एक दिन में नहीं आता है, उसके लिए इट्स अ डेवलपमेंट पार्ट जो हमें अपने पे काम करना पड़ता है. तो मैं
जी.
हमेशा ये बोलता हूँ कि कीप रीडिंग, कीप इन्वेंटिंग योरसेल्फ, कीप योरसेल्फ फिट, ऑलवेज ट्राई एंड शार्पन योर एक्स. सो ग्रूमिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, शैबी बिल्कुल नहीं, because you are in a professional environment. If you can't take care of yourself, your own health, your own attire, then what I mean to say. So पहले आप अपना ध्यान रख लेंगे तो फिर आप टीम को लीड कर पाएंगे. So एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है how you groom yourself.
Yes, yes. And my final question is for the upskilling, and the most important thing is communication skill. How it is impact when we go for the interview.
Yeah, so I think communication skill and upskilling is the need of the hour.
Yes.
Upskilling is required because a lot of changes are happening in this VUCA world, which say, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. So nothing is, stable nowadays. Every day there's nothing new coming. So you have to really keep yourself updated. You have to upskill yourself. You have to see what's going on in the market. What's the new research coming? What's the new, certifications coming now? Like we are moving towards AI. We are looking to, behavioral kind of leadership. All those things. So you have to, thought leadership. So a lot of things you have to keep yourself updated, because if you are not updated, you know you will lose it out, as simple as that. So communication skills is very important, upskilling is very important.
And finally, it was a great interview, and I hope the viewers got the very good information uh, from Shailesh. And follow all the tips. And if you have any question, you can also ask in the comment section. And you after that, in comment section, you will get the notification. You will also receive the comments and a reply from Shailesh. So watch this again and again. This is the interview. This interview is not only the session interview. This is asset. So everybody who is going for the interview, here are the tips, which is very valuable tips given by Shailesh. You can follow, and after that, groom yourself, upskill yourself, and you will find your personal overall personality will change, and you will definitely crack it. You will not
Yes.
miss
Miss it.
after
Yes. Yes,
definitely.
yes.
Thank you, Shailesh, for giving very valuable information. And again, we will again connect on any other topic. Thank
Yes.
you, viewers of Aapki Khabar, and thank you, Shailesh ji, again.
Thank you, Rajiv ji, and thanks to all the viewers. And whatever is there with me, I'm ready to share and more than happy to connect again. And thank you once again. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.